pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay. And off.
Touchdown, Broncos! K.J. Hamler. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on third down, Ellinger.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action now. Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Gordon will score. Touchdown, Broncos. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now Ellinger. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
To throw again on second down.
Ellinger. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And some room to work. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 19-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun is Ellinger. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
To throw is Ellinger. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ellinger to throw.
Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Ellinger.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the gun, here's Ellinger. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Here's Ellinger. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on a passing play.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Colts.
Mike Williams.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On second down, Gordon once more. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 31, check. Alert. Shit. Check the backer, check the backer.
Williams again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second down, another run with Taylor. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time. Here's Ellinger. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Wilson wants to throw it. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it. And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down. Inside the 30-yard line. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
On 1st and 10, here's Ellinger.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Back to the air, it's Ellinger.
Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well,